In the previous video, I asked the question, can you use MySQL connector/net to do select standalone? And we've done a series of select standalones in DOS boxes. And the answer is sort of yes and no. If we look at the execute command code, I basically create a string with the select already put in it, so I don't have to type that in every time. And then I take the contents of the command text box and concatenate that with it. And I create a MySQL command with an existing connection. I created it form load time. And I basically check two radio buttons by checking one radio button. And it says if you want to use ExecuteScaler, do command ExecuteScaler to string and take what you get back from this command and show it in the response box. And in the second variation, I create a MySQL data reader in the event there's multiple lines. And I hate to be a spoiler, but I can tell you right now there's never going to be multiple lines. All you ever need is the ExecuteScaler, which is sort of the yes and no to the answer I was talking about. So if we compile and run this, I should have done a center to screen, and type cur date and do execute command. It executes the scaler and it gets the date back. The date always has 12 a.m. concatenated as a time. That's one of the things I noticed about this. Actually, one of the useful things I learned using a standalone select. We say cur time and do an execute command. We get the current time and so on. You know, we can even say something like 1 plus 45 and do an execute, and it'll say 46 and so on. But if we do some complex command like sysdate sleep to sysdate, which we use to compare sysdate to now as time functions in the previous video. If we execute that, you can tell from the amount of time it takes that it's actually doing the sleep, but we still only get one value back. And if I switch to using execute reader instead of ExecuteScaler to see if, well, can I get multiple values if I try to read in multiple values, and I do an execute, still waiting 2 seconds, but still only getting one value back. So basically, the one thing you can't do with the MySQL connector/net variation of the select standalone is do compound commands. But if you just want to test, you know, formats and the way specific functions work and things like that, you can do it. Although, why, when you can do it within the DOS box just as easily? Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was somewhat of a futile video. So there's probably nothing you'll ever use here. But I hope you enjoyed it and learned a lot, and I'd appreciate it if you'd subscribe.